How's it going, everybody? It's Eric Scheele with KCK here in Kansas City Property Guys, and today we're actually out at Metropolitan House in Kansas City, Kansas, and we're going to give you guys a little bit of an update what it looks like during the rehab. So let's jump right into this, guys.
Today we're out in Kansas City, Kansas, and we're back at the Metropolitan House. We're doing basically a check-in on the guys. Some of them are outside working on some decks and stairwells, and we wanted to give you an update because last time we were here, I think we were talking about some of the KCK work that those guys were doing, putting an exterior drain and an interior drain in. And the guys, of course, were in here, the KC Property guys were in here doing some rehab. So we're here today just to kind of check on their work and take a look at this project, which looks like it's probably a couple weeks away. This is a project that, again, if you kind of go back to the story, it was what we call kind of a tired investor. An investor who invested in a property, kind of got started on it and then figured out that he was kind of over his head. And so he ultimately called us, and we came to an agreement to ultimately take the property off his hands and get our crews kind of working on it. So this has been a full rehab for the most part. We got, as you can kind of see, if you kind of pan around, we got new cabinets that are actually painted cabinets that have come in that'll get new granite. We're putting in the floating shelves that'll kind of add to those uppers. We got granite coming on the high top bar. We've knocked down the ceiling, which gets its final touch-ups. We brought in new flooring. The windows were already changed by the other investor at the time, and he also put a new roof on it, and there was actually some siding work as well. So they had started the project. We're just finishing basically what they've done. And so we've come in and finished the interior, and then we'll also go downstairs and take a look at what we've done downstairs. So we're in the downstairs section of the Metropolitan home. And I want to show you a couple things that are kind of interesting because, again, this came from an investor. And so as an investor rehabbing this house, what's a little bit different about this house is actually going to be a rental property for us on KC Property Guys. We don't rent too many of them. I mean, most of ours that we do actually rehab and flip, but this particular one, the way it's laid out for us, really kind of deems itself towards a rental. But if you guys remember, we talked about KC Pier doing the interior drain. They've resolved that. And then what you kind of see here is we just got 6 inches of rain yesterday and we still got water. And so this happens from time to time. What we've done is we've resolved the main water issue and redirected that water to another side of the house, which was also weak. So, you know, lessons to the investor. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes you actually have to reinvest, and those unknown figures got to be there. And so this is something that we're ultimately going to have the KC Pier guys come back out and take a look at. But back to this, we got our new ceilings are in. The structure of our bedrooms are in place. We have a single bathroom. This is actually a reverse floor plan, where the bedrooms and the main living space is actually on the bottom. The kitchen is in the upstairs. Your main entry is actually, you have 2 main entries, both top and bottom, so it's just a different type of a layout. But we have the windows that we're working around that were brought in by the investor, except for the hopper window over there, that was us. And then of course we have our walls that are being, with the initial coat, and then we go back and dress those up on final coats when we do our final specs. These floors are getting ready to be installed. They're not installed yet. Unfortunately, they're not because we got water. And so ultimately, we got to fix that water issue before we can finish those floors. And we have another bedroom around the corner here and a full bath that will ultimately address this house. We've also encased the HVAC room because this was wide open from the previous demo of that investor. So we got all the HVAC tucked away and got it to code. We got 3 feet of clearance there. And then that leaves the rest of this space open for living. 2 main living areas, 3 bedrooms, single bath and a kitchen. It makes up our Metropolitan House for the most part. So tired investors or would-be homeowners that are looking for some type of cash solution or options, feel free to just give us a call, and the next time we're back here, we're going to see the finished product of what these guys have put together.
So that wraps up this rehab update on the Metropolitan House out in KCK. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, give us a big thumbs up on Facebook, YouTube, and any other platform we might be on, and leave us a comment because we love to hear from you guys and we'd love to interact. So we'll catch you guys on the next update for this when it's going to be totally complete.